is time to leave your worries outside and laugh with us inside the treehouse. Dan O'Malley, along with Trey Turnholm. And right now, I am actually in an almost actual, honest to God, real life treehouse. Due to power issues and because of power issues, internet issues, I am broadcasting from the upstairs bar from St. John USVI. Thank you, Andy, for allowing me to steal your power and Wi-Fi capabilities. I only had to take a boat and a car to get here. You're laughing at me or with me?
Both.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a both type of scenario.
Well, it's you. I feel like sometimes, like you forget what a sweet setup you have at your actual place, and then like y'all move around and everything else, and then it comes back and bites you in the ass, and you're like, man, I miss home.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. I am very well aware of the good setup that we have, and so when it doesn't go my way, I turn into a 46-year-old man baby. Tara has to put up with me like huffing and puffing like I'm a toddler and everything, and so here we are. But at least I have the option to, improvise a little bit, even though it makes my skin crawl. Like today, like since I'm at the bar, so the downstairs bar is open right now, and they're in the process of probably opening up the upstairs bar for its afternoon evening service. So you might hear some ice buckets and things, which Trey, you're no stranger to. You'll feel right at home. So things may happen around us. I don't know. There is also, keep in mind, a schizophrenic homeless man that wanders the street 20 feet from where I'm sitting. So you may hear some really random swears and things. So just FYI, anything could happen here. It's America's
That's paradise. Becoming just like Dallas. So
yeah, that part's actually freakishly familiar. Yeah. It's just, a lot better views. Anyway, I know that despite power issues we've been having here lately are not new. You are in a new situation because, as we said on the last episode of the Treehouse, you're having yourself a year. You lost the three most important women, three out of the four important women of your life in Daisy, your dog, Brandy, the girlfriend, and your mom. Yep. Thankfully, you still have Jackie, your stepmom, to keep you grounded.
Yeah, and throw in Raj in there.
Throwing Raj's death, yeah, that doesn't help if we're being honest. So I know you had, I think, probably a tougher weekend than I did.
It's as we have documented over years, my relationship with my mother was very love-hate-ish. At her death is very it really wasn't even conflicting in that her last days were bad, and like we talked about before, if it were a dog, you would have put them down and have been called humane in doing so. We somehow hold humans to a different standard, but I was lucky. Yeah, I've been picking up at filling in as a temporary manager at Standard Poor, and they were nice enough to give me time off to. Yeah, there's all sorts of crap when someone dies you just have to deal with, just closing accounts and death certificates and cremation and all sorts of other things. So I got a lot of that done. I finally found a place to live because I haven't really talked about that, but the last thing. Brandy and I were supposed to move in together, and that's when everything came crashing down as she first announced she didn't want to move in together and then just disappeared. But I had already given notice.
Which, by the way, that's a hell of a way to make an exclamation point on the situation.
Oh, yeah. She could have. I mean, I was okay with it. It was shocking, but she evidently thought I was going to. I don't know. It's funny. I've been doing a lot of journaling, and like you tolerate if someone else did that, what she did to me, I would hate them with the fiery hot passion of 10,000 burning suns. But
This sounds to me like your journaling just went to a manifesto.
Yeah, no, if anyone else did what she did, I would absolutely hate them. And then when someone, you in that situation, it's like you're this conflicting of, I still love them, they're broken, I want to fix them. I just wish she'd come back around. And then you're like, no, screw it.
Yeah.
No one should treat you like that. So anyways, but so I had already given notice on my place. When I went back to them and go, hey, can I stay? They're like, no, we already leased it. So,
no, you have a really nice apartment. We lease it up from underneath you. We don't care about your heartbreaking situation.
And evidently, I mean, at least within 48 hours of me turning loose of it. But everything happens for a reason. God has a plan. Found a new place finally. And for once, a 2-bedroom place. So I'll actually have an entire room just for podcasting and actually soundproofing and sound better. And so I'm excited about that. Got, I don't know, 10 days before the move. And then,
you know what, though? Congratulations, because you needed a W. It's not the biggest W of your life, but a win right now is a win. So it's to be celebrated.
Hey, listen, it's like I was talking, I was like, my life has somehow been a bad country song for the last 3 months. And
minus all the beer.
Mm-hmm.
But plenty of kicking shit.
Yeah, no, it's like, dog dies, girl vanishes, mom dies, can't drink. But yeah, it had been hanging over my head, so I finally found a place, and it'll be good. It'll be good to. This place has Daisy and Brandy written all over it, so it'll be good to have a fresh start.
Well, I welcome your clean slate. It'll be nice to have that, and just to be sure, maybe burn some sage right before you start putting stuff in there, just to cleanse it a little bit, to have a really good fresh start.
I gotta buy a washer and dryer. I have not bought a washer and dryer in 20 years.
Nebraska Furniture Mart, end of story. Go do it. Done.
Oh, that's what I now. I'm in this perplexing deal of, do I want to just go buy something new or try to buy something used?
Try to find. Look, there's only 2 ways to go about buying new appliances these days. You either go top of the line, so go to Nebraska Furniture Mart, get you something really nice that you can control on your phone or something, or you go old school. You rummage through someone's dead grandma's estate sale for a set of a washer and dryer from like the 70s. Bonus points if it's avocado green, because I guarantee you they will still run.
Yeah, I've been on Facebook Marketplace looking for and it's scary.
Go vintage with your new appliances.
No, I do not want to go vintage.
All right, well then there you go. So the new place, without saying where it is it in an area where you could rent out that spare bedroom for anyone in town for FIFA, for the World Cup games?
If I wanted to, probably, yeah.
May not be a bad idea. But someone brought up recently an angle that I hadn't really thought about when it comes to the influx of people into the North Texas area from around the world. And this young lady put it very succinctly on Instagram. I'll share that with you now.
Oh my God, I just thought about something. I was just laughing about the amount of people that are going to come in from overseas to DFW, to the Dallas area for the FIFA World Cup. And I realized, oh my God, they're going to be shocked that we don't really have public transport and they're going to have to like drive here in Texas. And then I stopped and I was like, oh my God, they're going to have to drive here in Texas. Oh my God.
Yeah, she ain't wrong. I think the best thing everyone can do that lives in North Texas is just stay at home for the week. Don't go anywhere. It's already bad out there on a regular day, but now we've got people that may or may not have driver's licenses in other countries that are going to be in town drunk. So maybe the best thing for you to do is either stay at home or get out of town for like a week and a half.
Well, I think it's longer than that.
Treat it sort of like an apocalyptic event. Either you batten down the hatches at home and you prepare for looters, or you get as far away from the city centers as you can.
And I mean, Dallas is hosting, or DFW is hosting more games, matches than anyone else. But oh yeah, can you? How much fun are they going to have getting on I-30? And it doesn't matter if you're coming from Fort Worth or Dallas, and then you're
Yeah.
going to meet in Arlington, and
Uh-huh.
you're going to have some loop-de-loops, and
Some dangerously high overpasses.
yeah, I mean, I know they're
And Texans with guns and road rage.
oh, I mean, I know they're running the train. They're running a special train deal to Arlington from I can't remember if it's the TRE or what, but they will. And it's dropping people off, and this only makes sense if you're understand 30, but so the stadium is south of 30 as it goes, but it's dropping people off on the north side of 30. And so it's going to be a good trek for some people. And here's the other factor. I just don't think the Europeans are going to understand is their definition of a heat wave and our definition of just summer, two totally different things.
Very, very true. As we welcome in our friend Rebecca Black inside the Treehouse.
Hi.
We were just talking about a young lady on social media was saying how interesting / dangerous it's going to be with all these international drivers driving amongst all the DFW drivers, and that's going to be entertaining because the public transportation system in North Texas is laughable at best. And like Trey just brought up, like there's a whole plan to use the TRE in both directions and drop people off in Arlington, but not next to the stadium. I mean, it's like a half-mile walk.
No, it's
In
more
the
like
summer
a
heat.
mile walk.
Oh, is it a mile? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you gotta go just drop them off, in Euless and let them walk.
Do you remember the cluster that was the Texas OU weekend when the train was supposed to be dropping everybody off in front of the state fair and they were encouraging people to go that route because the parking was going to be bad? And then it ended up being atrocious, and it took people hours and hours and hours to get from point A to point B, a relatively small area for that Texas OU game. So if you think that was bad, it's going to be a gajillion times worse for FIFA.
No, but you're also, the majority of people that go to the Texas OU game have been there before. Only the idiots, and only the idiots, were like, oh yeah, because every other year parking's great, but this year it's going to be a problem. No, you just find that friendly fella that's letting you park in his yard for $20, and there you go.
And yet we spiced it up.
But yeah.
But yeah, those are people that are used to this.
Yeah.
These are Europeans who, even the Germans who have the Autobahn are probably going to go, oh my God.
No, it is going to be an epic failure from every angle. There's going to be so many accidents that weekend. I hope people are like on call for like the ambulance people.
That weekend, this goes on for 2 weeks.
Yeah, excuse me. You are correct. It's way long. I forgot.
Yeah. So Rebecca, what I was telling Trey right before you hopped on was I think everyone in North Texas that lives there needs to treat it like an apocalyptic type situation, which is you stay in your home, you batten down the hatches for like 2 or 3 weeks, and you don't go anywhere. You get your supplies and you prepare for looting, or you just leave the city. You go to other places anywhere you can away from North Texas in general and wait it out before it's quote unquote safe to come home.
Like we actually talked about putting our house up for like Airbnb because they're making so much money, and people
North
like
Texas,
North
it's
Texas
crazy. Is the highest rate among all the host cities in the United States as far as Airbnb and accommodation rates.
Well, Dan, I told you this because Rebecca, I have to move in this time, and I was looking at one place that I was going to have like a 4-day lag between having to give up my place and move. And originally I thought, okay, you know what? I can stay in a hotel for 4 nights.
Mm-hmm.
Effing La Quintas are like $250, $300.
All of a sudden, La Quinta's rates are up there with the W or the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think for a La Quinta price range, trying to think how to phrase this. for the price range you were looking for with La Quinta, Trey, for the time that FIFA is happening, you'd probably have the same rate just renting out somebody's refrigerator box underneath I-30. And good luck.
It was so expensive. Like it all of a sudden did not make sense because I was going to be paying an additional, $1,000 just for 4 nights. And I'm like, yeah, no. I mean, luckily I found a place I don't have to deal with any of this, but
yeah, you lucked out. Otherwise you might have had to squat at the old Lizard Lounge.
I was going to suggest maybe this is the time where you just go on vacation, or we all go on vacation. Collectively, DFW just leaves for 3 weeks and have ourselves a good old time in another city or state.
Yeah.
Or country. Actually, I'm going to go to Europe now because more Europeans will be here. So
it might be really, really pleasant. Or if you want to keep it closer, just really fuck up Tulsa.
I like that idea.
Because
like,
that's where
go.
you want
to go. Look, I look at it this way. Tulsa fucked me up, so it's time for payback.
Have you seen the crime stats in Tulsa?
It's okay. I know the parts to avoid.
All right. Well, okay. Well,
I just thought we were going to go and tear up the city for fun. Like that's what I thought was happening.
Yeah, I'm kind of going with that. I think we'll just try to blend in as best we can.
Yeah.
Shut up, Trey.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
You're listening to The Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
This segment of the Treehouse is brought to you by Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration. For your free roof inspection and property review, give them a call today to get that scheduled. 833-COOK-DFW, 833-COOK-DFW, or that website, cookdfw.com. Rebecca, I'll catch you up quickly. So we're having power and internet issues at our place in St. Thomas. So I've taken a car and a boat over to St. John to our buddy Andy's bar, which is upstairs, St. John, to mooch off of his generator and Wi-Fi.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
So we're in I am currently sitting in St. John's preeminent sports bar.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Are you drinking yet? Because that's what I would be doing. The day is shot.
Technically not yet, because they also have what's called downstairs bar, which has air conditioning and stuff, which everyone is enjoying right now. They open up this spot a little bit later in the day, so that may be happening around me. So
nice.
So I just wanted you to be aware of my surroundings today. All right, so since I don't have all my normal toys, Trey, it is time for the news sounder. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. Holy God, it's already June. Time for birthdays. Entertainer extraordinaire Wayne Brady, 54 today.
National treasure.
He is a national treasure. I don't know how it is he can still stand to host Deal or No Deal, because it's been going on for at least 10 years now, maybe 15.
I feel like that's the cushest gig in the industry. Same thing with The Price is Right.
You mean Let's Make a Deal?
Sorry, yes, Let's Make a Deal. What did I say?
Deal or No Deal. Same thing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
knew what you meant.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, Deal or No Deal is at least a little flashier. But yeah, Let's Make a Deal is
17 seasons.
17, Jesus. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure he doesn't hate the paycheck, but at a certain point, you got to be like, oh God, another banana I got to talk to today.
You know what? For the amount of money he's getting, I would complain my way through it all the way up until it's showtime. And then I'm like, hello, everybody.
See, I would too, but it depends on the actual paycheck. Like, I really want to know what that number is, because to me, that's a job where I think I would absolutely have a number in mind to do it long term. For one season, I'll take whatever he's making for sure. I know it's going to be good. It's 6 figures. But if we're talking for 17 seasons, I'm going to need a certain number to be hit to put up with that amount of misery, which was also similar to my last contract negotiation with iHeart.
So
Other bird. What is it, Trey?
he makes $75,000 per episode.
That's doing pretty good.
Per
Like I said.
episode,
Per
and they
episode.
record 5 a week, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
I
easily do that for a season. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that money. I'm not
No.
mad at that.
How many episodes per year do we know?
I mean, I would bet at
It's
least
a
100.
lot. Yeah.
See, it's pretty. That's pretty good. So that's
And they
7.5 million.
They like knock those out like back to back to back, like
Mhm.
2 days. So really he's only working for probably 2 full days.
Oh no,
Yeah,
they probably film. Usually those things they film about 2 week stints, and they'll do about 5 episodes a day, and then
Yeah,
they'll do those 2 or 3 times a year. So yeah,
I could
that's
deal.
hey, just remember, don't make Wayne Brady slap a hoe.
That's literally the best sketch of all time.
Mhm.
Other birthdays today. Let's see. Aquafina is 38. She's been in a number of movies. She's a stand-up comedian turned actress. She had a great role in Shang-Chi and one of the better Marvel movies to come out in recent years. Stacy Keach is still kicking at 85.
Who is that?
Okay, I'm trying to think how to explain this. So he was the dad in the Titus TV show. If you ever
Oh,
saw
okay,
that.
okay. Yeah.
I know there's another role. He was like an old crime show, Trey, that he was, I think, famous for back in like the 70s or something. I think he was on Broadway a bunch too.
Mike Hammer.
That sounds right. Yes, Mike Hammer, Private Eye.
Yeah,
Nicky Spillane's Mike Hammer, Private Eye.
yeah, he was. If you Google him, like if you were to kind of think of a TV detective from the 70s and 80s, he kind of just fit the bill.
Yeah.
Mustache, good looking guy.
It's also interesting that a name like Mike Hammer back in the 70s very much screams, hard-nosed detective, right? By
Oh, I was
21st
thinking
century
porn.
standards, by 21st century standards, Mike Hammer is one of the stars of Black.com. And I don't know any of their birthdays. My prep service doesn't serve those up. At least not without some serious editing on the prompts. Another actor, Wentworth Miller, is 54. Was it Prison Break, the show he was on back in the day?
He's 54?
Yeah.
No freaking way. I thought he was like my age.
Justin Long is 48.
Okay.
From the Mac versus PC commercials and the star of Dodgeball. Still an outstanding classic of our time.
Agreed.
There's now a black cat in the bar, just FYI.
Like Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, that's such an old reference.
Man. He did come in kind of winking, so I wasn't sure. Other birthdays today. Baseball great Manny Ramirez is 54. I don't know if he ever actually admitted to steroids, even though we all know he was doing it.
I don't think he did. And the full list never came out, so and who cares? I mean, Jesus, now we're having
enhanced games.
Enhanced games.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the body count on that, because when you have the enhanced games, you're going to need you're going to need multiple ambulances there. You're going to need body bags, because some of those people will probably die, if not during their events, immediately afterwards, because they're going to be so juiced up, you're not going to be able to handle it.
I assume that's why people were watching, to see somebody's heart explode on live television.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I would watch.
Same. It's like NASCAR.
Yeah. Oh, he hit a 900-foot home run, and his heart blew up out of his eyeballs. That's a good show.
What a day. It was a great episode.
And how fitting that one of our nodal figure birthdays today is Marquis de Sade. See, the Treehouse can occasionally go a little highbrow immediately after going low. It may look like it, but it's not just a hat rack. Trey's like,
It's like, yeah, I hate you. Trey's like, I hate you. I hate you.
Trey's like, I can't wait to get into my new apartment and I can pretend not to have power like Dan does.
You're in the Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
You're listening to The Treehouse. Visit us online at treehouseonair.com.
Oh man, this segment of the Treehouse is brought to you by our Patreon, patreon.com/treehouseonair to subscribe to get even more Treehouse in your life today. 3 levels to choose from. That's patreon.com/treehouseonair. All right, let's jump into some stupid news here inside the Treehouse. If you had to guess, what do you think the top 3 stupidest states are in our United States? Trey, we'll start with you. Name your top 3 stupidest states.
Mississippi,
Okay.
Louisiana,
Okay.
New Mexico.
Awesome. Those are good choices. Rebecca, what are your top 3 stupidest states in the US of A?
Florida,
Ooh, solid choice.
Arkansas, Louisiana.
All right. So your Louisiana's overlapped. According to a new study based on ChatGPT research, okay? The new study says the top 3 stupidest states in the United States based on ChatGPT data are number 3, Mississippi.
Ooh, good job, Trey.
Thank you.
Number 2, West Virginia.
Oh, I
Forgot about West Virginia.
Same.
Appalachia coming in strong. And number 1, good old Kentucky.
Okay, we got a new player on the field, I feel like.
I know.
No.
Kentucky, I hadn't really thought that much about because I figured
Same.
the Virginias would suck away some of that from Kentucky.
Yeah.
But according to Gary, which is what I call my chat GPT, they say that Kentucky's top dog when it comes to being dumb in the United States.
I mean, you hit it. Appalachia stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the top 2. You get Kentucky and West Virginia pulling on both based on my limited geographical knowledge of the area. And then Mississippi, I think, would probably be just about everyone's top 3. But Rebecca, you touched on Louisiana. Now, part of the same study also decided to look into states that are the sexiest, unsexiest, also the smelliest.
Ooh.
The smelliest states.
Corn dogs.
The smelliest state in the United States, and I can confirm, Louisiana.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Absolutely.
So I've told this story many times over the years, and I still believe it is true. Years ago, when my mom lived in New Orleans, my roommate and I in college drove there to visit my mom in Louisiana to help her move. And
Dan, pause it. We can't.
so I took a road trip to Louisiana to see my mom years ago, when pre-Katrina. So that gives you an idea of when this was. And as soon as we crossed the state line from Texas into Louisiana, it was just like, ooh, this doesn't, like, this has gone bad. This doesn't, like, I feel like when we made the Louisiana purchase, it was well beyond its sell-by date. And then, add another 150 years on top of it to spoil some more, and now I'm driving into it. And it was confirmed on the way out of the state. As soon as we crossed state lines from Louisiana back into Texas, we rolled the windows down, stuck our heads out the windows, and smelled the sweet, sweet Texas air. That's how bad Louisiana smells. So this study is absolutely 100,000 million % correct.
You clearly did not go back through Beaumont then.
Oh,
No,
there's
I did not.
definitely parts of Texas that smell, of course.
But
Oh, well, of course, it's next to Louisiana.
Yeah.
yeah, well, I mean, when you have refineries, it's never going to smell good.
No.
But that's the old joke. If you want to really piss off an LSU fan, call them corn dogs. Because it was a throwaway line on a message board years ago of, someone asked a question, why do all LSU fans smell like fried food? And so then they got the name corn dogs, and it irritates them to no end.
That
feel
doesn't
like
even sound that bad. That's the thing that got them.
That's a compliment.
Oh,
in my opinion.
it was like, why do
Yeah.
all LSU fans stink? It's like someone was like, they smell like fried foods. It's like, yeah, they're corn dogs. Something to that effect. But it's
Honestly, I'd be okay with that. If somebody was like, "You smell like corny dog today," I'd be like, "Thanks."
awesome. I smell like a Fletcher's corn dog, and I'll be the most popular person anywhere I go.
oh,
I'm
let's throw up.
delicious.
I mean, especially to think of it this way, because you two have intimate knowledge of what I'm about to bring up when it comes to, trash talking between universities. You guys are hardcore Longhorns. And Trey, I've heard you say some horrific stuff about Sooners. And I've got other friends of mine that are also hardcore Longhorns, and they skip over corn dog insults and go straight to this is why OU sucks bags of dicks. So if you're only being called a corn dog, it could be way, way worse.
And I, you know what softened my dislike of OU?
Oh, what? I'm curious.
I
When
can't wait to hear what softens you, Trey.
when I went to a game at Ohio State, and
Oh,
I all of a sudden I realized OU fans not that bad.
no, because Ohio State fans are the absolute worst.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
suck bags of
They
dicks.
do. Yeah.
Bags. And
I don't have firsthand experience, but I have heard.
Oh.
No, thank you.
And in case you're curious, the ugliest state, according to this same research, Ohio.
I totally believe that.
Look, if I'm being honest, the northern states do not have pretty people.
No.
And you have like guys who are a 10 with, I'm not kidding you, a 4 or a 5 lady. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Got to
Yep.
be lack of options.
The only place in
is.
Ohio that is worth saving. If Ohio fell off the map, there's a little college community called Oxford, where Miami University is. Yeah. And it's wonderful. It's a great little town. The rest of Ohio, just suck it. Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbus,
No.
eat it.
So basically, we can go on record inside the Treehouse by saying, male or female, an Ohio 10 is a Texas 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I didn't want to be too mean by saying a 2 or a 1. So
I think 4 is just below average. Yeah.
okay. Now, Rebecca, you also mentioned Florida as one of the stupidest states. Now, I agree with you. But if there was research showing the craziest state in the United States, I think it would be unanimous in here that we would say Florida. Here's proof number 1,000,000 that is true. A Florida man is behind bars after deputies say he was found with his pants down outside of a Taco Bell with a live fish in his backpack.
Because why wouldn't you?
Just before 1 a.m. on a Wednesday, employees at the State Road 100 Taco Bell reported the man behaving suspiciously near a side door of their restaurant. When deputies arrived, they found 28-year-old Brandon Irizarry still outside the business with his pants down, with his chimichanga out. That's in the story. That's not me improvising or embellishing. That's actually part of the report that they said.
Yeah.
Because if you're a police officer in Florida, you're going to have a sense of humor. And here we go. He then quickly began covering his chimichanga as law enforcement approached. After his arrest, deputies say they discovered a live betta fish in a plastic container inside his backpack. The fish, later identified as Baja Blast, was turned over to the Flagler County Humane Society, where the staff says it's doing well.
Oh,
So
good.
if you were worried about the backpack fish, Baja Blast is just fine.
Yay.
The agencies, I don't know if this is the Humane Society or the Flagler County deputies, said, "We have many questions. We do not have answers."
Dang it.
I know.
This is one of those times where I want all of the answers. I want an interview, a transcript of the gentleman with the pants down and the fish. I need to know everything.
If we can't get the guy with his pants down with the fish named Baja Blast on the show, we should at least reach out to Sheriff Rick Staley, who commented on the case saying, in Flagler County, if you can't keep your business in order, you may find yourself at the Green Roof Inn. Reference to the jail.
Wonder what that
$5,000
poor
bond.
fish.
Really? I feel like the fish is in safer hands now.
I agree.
Yeah, but that fish has seen some things clearly.
It has. You ever seen that episode of Black Mirror where they can put the dot and like see everything that the animal has seen?
Oh God.
If they had that, I would put that thing on the fish immediately.
Now that's a show I also would watch.
Because
Uh-huh.
poor dude has had a short little life, and I guarantee you he's seen way more than any of us have ever seen.
That is absolutely true. A Florida beta fish in a Florida man's backpack has seen way more shit than all of us combined.
Yes.
I mean, probably wouldn't even flinch watching The Boys.
No.
No. To him, that's Tuesday night. Thanks for hanging out with us inside the Treehouse, putting up with the technical difficulties of mine for today. For all things Treehouse, treehouseonair.com. Also catch us on social media and YouTube at Treehouse On Air for both social media and YouTube at Treehouse On Air. And again, patreon.com/Treehouse On Air. If you love the show, we do. Send it to a friend you could use a laugh today. Hit that share button from your favorite podcast platform, and we will see you next time inside the Treehouse.